What is up, guys? All right, this video I'm gonna clear the air a little bit about sleep apnea, DOT, BMI, medical certificate, all that stuff. Clear the air because there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of medical examiners, especially Concentra, lying to drivers and forcing them to do things they don't need to do. Just for, it helps them get more money and stuff like that, really. But I looked everywhere on the web and everything, and there's no guidelines and stuff for BMI and sleep apnea. But I played this video already before, but just listen to this bullshit real quick. Look, this is a phone call of Concentra. This is a couple months ago. I almost actually lost the job I have now.
Yeah. No, well, I
almost lost the job I have now because they refused to give me a medical card because I wouldn't do a sleep test. And they assume I have sleep apnea because of my BMI. That's the only reason. So, once you do a sleep test, if you actually do what they tell you to do and go to a sleep test, that shit is on your record. You cannot get away from that. You have to have a CPAP machine. That shit stays on your record. Don't do it. Unless you have a history, don't fucking do it. Listen.
I can go anywhere, and as long as my weight is down, whoever input it last, it's going to be in the registry, and it'll be taken off.
Right now, Concentra is telling me that I cannot go to a different medical examiner. I have to come back to them. I cannot go anywhere else because they're going to be the ones who last input my information in the registry, and it's going to stay there, and I have to come back to them. Guys, don't believe that fucking lie. Don't believe it.
The only reason I have to do a sleep study is because my weight's over by a couple pounds.
Yep.
But if I come back to you guys with it under, I don't have to do that, right?
So right now, I'm forced to do a sleep test because my weight is over by a few pounds. And I'm telling them, if I lose my weight, I don't have to do the sleep test because I'm not in the medical examiner guidelines. And they're telling me, no, that's incorrect. They already input it in the system. I have to do it.
Because there'd be no requirement for me to do it because all my weight and everything's good.
Hold on, she'll be talking in a second. Come on, fucker. Hold on. She's gonna talk in just a second. I heard played it before.
But just a bit over.
Here we go.
But if I lose the weight, there'll be no requirement to do it. So if they see...
No, there is a requirement because it was requesting it. So it's not about losing the weight. This is what your BMI was when you came here, so it's going to be asking for it to be cleared the next time you come in for a DOT physical, wherever you go. It's going to ask you what happened.
See, wherever I go, if I go to a different medical examiner, they're going to ask me what happened. This is bullshit, but this is what she's telling me.
Why wasn't that performed? Wherever you go.
Okay. But so basically, I can't get another job, a permanent job because of this, is what you're telling me?
I'm not saying that you can't get a permanent job.
I can't.
You have a 3-month card.
No, I can't.
So I was with a temporary company, and I had to get a medical card for that company so I can work for the other companies I have contracts with. Well, once I got this full-time job and they sent me back to the same fucking place, Concentra, they refused to give me a medical card because they already gave me a 3-month medical card for the previous company. And they didn't understand that I need a new medical card for just this company. So she's telling me use that card for that company. I'm saying I can't do that. She's saying, well, I can't help you, basically. Concentra is not very understanding in something they perform on a daily task. That's all they really perform is DOT physicals and drug tests. And they don't even understand it.
That card, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think it's different for each employer. That's the only thing I have.
Well, they're requesting a sleep study test. So you can try and get that done and then bring that in. And if you want to bring it with a new employer, we can attach that and then we'll go from there.
See? She says required. Now, look at this bullshit. I mean, I've been looking on Google every fucking where. Right here. FMCSA. There is no regulations currently addressing sleep apnea. It's basically up to the medical examiner, if I'm correct. It's just they have their little rules or whatever they want to say. But when they start telling drivers it's DOT required and all the stuff, just lying to them, trying to get them scared, and then they're trying to tell them you can't go anywhere else. It's on your record forever. You have to come back to us, and just lying to the drivers. That's when it's a problem, because then everybody's misinformed. Since there is never FMCSA regulation on sleep, issue a mandatory sleep study. Must be suing. They're talking about suing Concentra. Let's go to this one. Right here. Here's the myth. Currently, FMCSA requires CMV drivers with a neck circumference of 17 or above and or BMI of 35 or above to have a sleep study. That is a myth. Here is the fact. FMCSA has not taken action into the recommendations. BMI, the neck circumference and BMI numbers are just recommendations. And right here, you know, if you can see it, I imagine it's up to the examining physician, as they are the ones who will ultimately be held liable for saying the driver's safe to drive, you know. So that's the reason why they say stuff like that. And you know, see if I got any more bullshit on here. Yeah, no, this website right here, Progressive Action Magazine, whatever. Don't read this shit. This is bullshit. This is not true. I just showed you on the other tabs. I mean, it's basically discrimination, because you're basically saying, since somebody's overweight, you're assuming they have a sleep study. You don't know, but you're going to tell them it's required to do a sleep study. So now they have to go to their doctor or spend money or whatever, go to get a sleep study done and have that shit on their record and stuff, because you're kind of discriminating them, saying they're overweight. They probably have sleep problems, basically. And that's really not right. That really isn't right because of the size. Now, I am only talking about the medical examiner. I'm not talking about trucking companies doing that to the drivers. I'm just talking about Concentra. Fucking, I hate Concentra. Because they love to fucking generalize and classify. You know, all the shit going on in 2020 with gender and all that stuff. You think this shit would be on the news or something, the way they treating people. But, guys, just don't listen to it. Go somewhere else. That's exactly what I did. Concentra cost me a job a couple years ago. I'm not going to get into it again. But I almost lost this job because they refused to give me another medical card. They refused to do a DOT physical on me because you just heard the lady. She just said, I already have one. And then she said, I need to go get that sleep study done so I can get a medical card for the company that's going to hire me full time. You just heard her fucking say that. Right here. Concentra. Now, this one is in Lawrenceville, Swanee Road. Now, I had problems with the one in Conyers also. I mean, it's just bullshit. That's all they do is physicals, DOT tests, drug tests. That's basically their moneymaker. And then they'll require you to get a sleep study or something at their sister company, you know, make more money and all that stuff. It's just bullshit. Don't listen to it. Don't fucking give in. And I was lucky enough, I talked to my company that's going to hire me, and they sent me somewhere else in Gainesville. It wasn't Concentra. I went there. Now, Concentra, you just heard them. They said the shit's on my record. I can't go nowhere else. I have to get a sleep study done. I will not get a medical card because they just input it on my record. They just said that shit. I went to Gainesville. No, it wasn't Concentra. It was a different company. Gainesville, did my weight, height, all that bullshit, blood pressure. Blood pressure's a little high because I'm fucking upset, but it came back down after a while. And so I'm good. And then they gave me a 2-year medical card. Guys, I have a 2-year medical card, which is the highest you can get for the permanent job I have, versus not getting one, doing a required sleep study that's required, that's not really fucking true, and barely getting 3 months, 90 days, whatever. I mean, anybody out there that's going through this bullshit, or anything I said is like something that you dealt with, please let me know. I mean, because this is not right. It really isn't. They're always packing stuff, but I mean, you guys got to be careful. You really do got to be careful out there for them. They will take advantage of you. You are a truck driver. This is your livelihood. They know you need that medical card because they know you're going to a different company. So if they put a sleep study required, they know you're not able to get a medical card. They know you're not able to get hired or able to work. So you're going to go get it done real quick. You're going to do something to hurry it up just to make them more money, just so you can come back or go to their sister company or something like that. You guys need to be careful because they will take advantage of truck drivers. They have done it before. They've done that shit to me before. And you just saw, it's not DOT or FMCSA required for a sleep study. It might just be that doctor, he just wants you to do it. But when they start telling you, like they told me when I was up there in person, it's DOT required, FMCSA required, is not fucking true. Not true. Just don't listen to it. Really don't listen to it. Well, that's it for today. That's my little rant. So, that's about it, guys. I mean, that's about it. I mean, you heard her, what she fucking said on the phone. I showed you the stuff. It's not really DOT required or anything. So, I mean, I guess it's just up to the medical examiner. But even then, they start saying shit, saying you have to do it. It's requirement for FMCSA or requirement for the trucking, something like that. It's just not true. It's not. What is it? That's 2018. When that's not required. I mean, it's not true. Just don't listen. Don't give in to the bullshit. When they're saying you can't go nowhere else, when they're saying you have to come back to them, just don't listen to the bullshit. Get a second opinion. When I looked on the forums, and I even asked Twisted Truckers on Facebook, everyone said get a second opinion. Don't get a second opinion at Concentra. Don't go to another fucking Concentra. Go somewhere else. If your company will allow you, if your company will send you somewhere else that's not Concentra, do it. If not, ask the company that you'll pay for it and see if that will work. I mean, do anything you can because they know this is your livelihood. They know you need this shit. So, otherwise, it's just kind of discrimination. Of course, truck drivers, overweight. Of course, they may or may not have sleep apnea. But you're going to sit there and classify and generalize everybody with a high BMI, which BMI is not correct anyway, because I can have 0 fat and all muscle, and I'm still overweight. So I'll not have to do a sleep study. You know what I mean? It just is not, BMI is not accurate. It's not. So, you hit that BMI number, now you're required to do it. You're not required to do shit. All right, that's my rant. It's over. That's what I've been looking up. I've been dealing with this shit for a while now, so nothing new's been passed or anything. That's about it. You guys let me know if you had to go through this bullshit. You guys let me know about Concentra also, because I know they're full of shit. They already cost me 1 job. They almost cost me a second, but worked my way around that shit. So you guys let me know, and I'll see about putting more videos out or whatever else. See ya.